savage. Oh, I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta grow through your shit. A lot of people going through shit and not paying attention to all the things that's going on in their life and why it's going on in their life. So therefore, when that mate comes, they're not ready.
Exactly.
They're not ready for that mate. And that mate is like, oh, wait a minute. I thought you was... No, I'm not. And that's when you start talking about the upbringings. And it becomes a conflict. And that's when you start talking about social media. And it becomes a conflict. Why? Because you're not ready. You were ready and he was ready. In many cases... You have people that's not ready, and then also you have these traumas that you have to deal with.
Oh gosh.
You see what I'm saying? So all these things like that you mentioned in regards to it being work, that's just truly what it is. And the great thing about it is that hard work pays off.
Hey, what you said really touched home when you say about learning each other. You feel me? And learning each other upbringing. I feel like with my folks, you feel me? Once you peep where I came from, how I was raised, you feel me? It's crazy part. I had to take her back to the crib, back to the hood, back to my crib for her to really understand why I move the way I move, why I make the decisions I make. You know what I'm saying? Why I do the things I do. But prior to that, it was kind of like, why? The question was, why you do that? Why you handle that situation like that? Why you take on everything by yourself? And I said, you know what? You're not getting what I'm saying. Come to the crib. So I had to bring you home, you feel me, sit you down, kind of break you down, let you understand, because, like, how you saying, we from two different upbringings. You from, you know what I'm saying, from here, everybody in the crib, everything kind of peaches and cream. Everything in peaches and cream over here. You feel me?
The beautiful thing is that she was willing.
You know what I'm saying? But but the thing was, what it took was, how you say, taking the time out, like, to learn each other. Because for real, old me would have been like, man, oh man, no, I'm out to slide. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you took the time to really understand, okay, why he do the certain things you do? Why he leave this right here? Because when you live with a motherfucker, opposed to just being with a motherfucker, it's a big difference.
When you live
it's
with
a big
them,
difference.
When you travel with them, you gotta live with them.
Listen, when you live with somebody, like, listen, living with somebody and being with somebody I'm telling you, it's big. You think you know somebody because y'all at the same crib. Guess what? You got to get the fuck at the sun and say, what time it is? And you got to slide. You got to go home. You got to go to your crib. You got to go. Opposed to, damn, I'm mad. Where I'm going? You in here. I'm upset. Who going what? You mad at me? You think I'm finna leave? You got me fucked up. I ain't going nowhere.
Nah, that's when somebody goes to the basement.
You got me fucked up. At the same time, though, Jay, whoa.
Somebody goes to the basement. Somebody go upstairs.
What I'm gonna do is, though,
I did that.
how we talked about, how y'all talked about, and what I learned through the relationship, like, you can't force somebody to speak when you want them to speak.
You really
can't. You can't be like, oh, I'm mad. Hey, what's up? We gonna resolve this right now. No, you got life. You got life fucked up because it ain't working like that. Right. You feel me? On the real, I done peeped, and that used to be my problem. It's a problem. Like I try to avoid conflict, but avoiding conflict don't make it good. You feel me?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you avoid conflict don't make it a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a little conflict. Conflict might be good. You know what I mean? You learn from it. You know what I mean? You learn from it. So me, I was always opposed to trying to avoid conflict. What's the problem? Okay, trying to get away from it. No, you know what? We're going to deal with this shit. What's the problem? I'm finna holler at you about this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to holler at you. You want to holler at me now? No, I can see your mood. I peep your temperament. Go on about your business. I don't got to holler at you right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you kind of upset. But in due time, I'm finna holler at you. And when I holler at you, we're going to be in a good space and we can get through this. What was the issue? You know what I'm saying? Allow them to speak. Women want to speak. Man, I'm going to holler at y'all real quick. I know the women right here, but they want to talk. They want to be heard.
Sorry.
They want to be heard.
I'm not.
They want to be heard. I don't care. It's not one woman on earth.
I want to be heard and I want to hear.
I don't. No, I want to be understood.
Exactly.
But I'm not a talker. Point blank. Period.
But at the same time, if you about to action, you're not a talker, but is your husband a mind reader? You got to communicate. How do you communicate without speaking?
Yeah, I will. if whatever is going on, I'll let them know. But I'm not the one to be like, all right, well, what do we? Nah, this is what happened. I'm mad. He apologizes. That's it. That's all. I don't want to deep dive into anything.
No. But then you the issue not resolved because I ain't gonna lie to you.
No,
listen,
it is.
It's not because
I'll tell him. I'll say, look, this is what, or even this is what I did, and I'm sorry because it's not always them, and we can't as women continue to make it. It's not.
Thank you.
It's not.
Right.
It's not.
Thank you.
We do some sideways shit.
You are Diane.
We do some sideways shit too.
And you're correct, but at the same time,
We do some sideways shit.
and you're correct. But at the same time, I feel like I said, how you said, this is my opinion on certain things. I only speak through certain experiences, but it's like, if you're going through something and something's bothering you, you know what I mean? You want me to understand. You just not gonna come to me. I'm just me, period. You ain't finna come to me and be like, well, I was mad about this, whatever. You said, I'm sorry. Let's move on.
Not even that. I said, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak. But at the same time, I'm on some. I'm thinking. I'm to the point like, you feel me? You got to. I'm not a mind reader. All right, like let me know how we talk about restorative, where we work at restorative justice and all that. I gotta let you let me know how I made you feel. You know what I'm saying about what I did? Because honestly, how we all move like we right.
That's true.
You can't tell me I'm wrong until you tell me that this was wrong. If everything I'm doing, my decision with everything I do on how I roll, I'm right.
Right.
Like who to tell me I'm wrong? Until somebody tell me I'm wrong. So oh man, we fumbling. But in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? When you're in a relationship, you need your specific other to tell you what you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? What did you do wrong? What am I doing? How am I hurting you?
I'm not saying that you don't address it.
Yes.
You definitely address it. I hate it when people linger on stuff.
No, you
You
shouldn't.
This is what I did.
Right.
Point it out to me. This is what I did. This is what you did.
Exactly.
And that's it. Move. I hate it when people are like, well, why did you do? It happened. Shit, I'm sorry.
But until
that's it. That's all.
Until you let it out.
I cannot. It's not a nonchalant. It's not a nonchalant. I don't think it's nonchalant at all. I just think that I hate it when people drag stuff out. If I did something to you and I didn't realize it, but you're offended, please tell me what I did. I am sorry. That's it. That's all. It's done.
Heard it.
So
6 months down the line.
Don't do that to me.
Honestly,
do not do it to me.
I'm gonna speak. I honestly agree with you 100% because I'm like, all right, I did it. I'm sorry. Let's move on.
It don't work like that.
But no, you're right. So I had to learn the hard way. The struggle between. I'm just like, look, I did it. I'm sorry. Now I know. Let's do it differently the next time. However, the other party doesn't feel that way.
They don't.
And when I thought, I was like, look, I apologize. We good. What we still talk about. Then later on down the line, like a year later, it's still, well, remember you did this? Like, I apologize though. But they never got. That's where restorative comes in.
You're right.
And they never got over the damage that was done. So whereas though you're looking at it like, oh, I apologize for it. So what else you want me to do? They want to hear. They want to get how they felt about what you did off. And I'm gonna be real, I don't care.
I don't either.
I apologize.
And I've heard this. Hold on.
That's real.
I've heard this.
And I know that you need. I now know that you need to care. Now I'm telling you how. Like in my experience in the past, that's how I was. If I apologize for it, let that shit go.
Please let it ride.
Don't keep bringing it.
Let it ride.
Don't let 7 years go by. Like, oh, you did this, but I apologize though. Don't bring it back to me. But now I realize.
Here's what
the damage that was done.
It doesn't make it better, but it ends it.
No, it don't.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't. It does.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've been told this by my husband and by 2 other people that I don't respect other people's feelings. I don't. I'm so sorry. If I did something to offend you, or in my husband's case, if I did something to make you upset, I'm sorry.
That's not enough.
And that's all you getting from me. I'm not going to sit here and replay it. Be like, you know what? I should have done this. No, I am sorry, and I'm done with this.
Hey,
I feel you because I'm like, look, I said I'm sorry. What else should we do?
I
ain't gonna feel you. However, that's not enough. I now know that's not enough.
That irks my nerves.
How would you feel? Go ahead. Hello, Will. Go ahead, Will.
So are you saying sorry and then you and then you're not repeating the same mistake.
Right.
Exactly. I've learned. Thank you. I've said I'm sorry. I'm a change. That's my sorry is I'm changing my actions. I'm not going to approach you this way. I'm not going to do
That's
this
not
to
the
you.
restorative
But
way.
what I'm not going to do is keep talking about it like,
way.
you know what? Maybe I could have done this.
No.
Or no.
We're not gonna keep
Hell
talking
no.
about
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm changing my actions. This is
So,
done.
all right, hold on.
That's it.
So in contrast, all right,
I agree.
all right.
Sorry, I changed.
Check this out.
When is your birthday?
Check this out.
December.
Oh.
Okay, check this out. Okay. In contrast, I'm Bay. Me.
I'm sorry.
All right. So I'm Bay. I do what I do. I come home. You upset. Whatever I did, to whatever degree, is something you really don't agree with. You don't like it at all. You furious, you mad, it's under your skin, it's bothering you. We have a conversation. Hey, yeah, baby, you know, I apologize. I'm sorry. So, doesn't matter what y'all say. Whoa. What, me not doing it could be a year, 2 years, 3 years for me doing the same thing, but at the same time, me just saying I'm sorry for what I just did. We just finna rock off. So next day I wake up in the morning, you gonna be like, hey, babe, hey, come on, what you want to eat? No. Because if all I did was apologize, and then we didn't have a conversation. I believe you have to have a conversation.
What is the conversation?
What you mean?
What do we have to talk about?
Listen.
What do we have to
No,
talk
no,
about?
no.
You
You say that. Listen. You say that. Hold on. Y'all say that now. Y'all say that now. But as soon as I'm telling you,
no, you
if
don't
I was
know.
so if your husband, I think it's power in the tongue. So when I speak to y'all,
exactly.
I don't
Don't create no scenarios because the shit ain't happening in my
house. I don't want
house.
to talk about babe. I'm just talking about in general, hypothetically speaking, because I don't want to speak that into existence.
Right.
I don't want to put that on y'all.
Right.
You feel me? I'm big on that. He's talking about the spirit and people from Haiti.
Yes.
The spirit, that shit is real.
People from Haiti.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Haitians.
I'm a firm believer of that. So what I'm not a firm believer is that if I go out and cheat, I go out and
you taking it to the extreme. I was just saying that he
well, how was that
didn't
different?
put gas in my car or something. You taking it to the extreme.
Because that's the only situation. Because everything else can be like, well, I left the cereal open, I apologize. That's an apologizing situation. I left my shoes in front of the door, I apologize. I washed the clothes but didn't fold them. I'm good for it. I apologize. Okay.
Listen,
Didn't put them away. I never put them away.
You talking about the cheat is different. You over here, that's oranges and apples. Nigga, we having a whole conversation.
It's all on the same line.
You talking about
stipulations.
You talking about simple stuff. You talking about not putting. You talking that's simple stuff. You talking about simple stuff.
Now he's talking where I wanted to get to.
Exactly.
Right? Now he's talking where I wanted to get to. I've been living on this rule from every relationship that I've ever been in.
Trust.
If there's a cheat scenario, it's over.
What you mean it's over?
It's over.
It's a burrito.
It's over. Whether or not I did it,
You can't come back from it.
No.
whether or not I did it, she did it,
You can't come back from it.
it's it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If I did it, you will not hang that over my head for the rest of my life.
But she also can't. If she accepts you
will
back, she
not
can't hang it over your head.
If she did it, my imagination is so mean. So I can
So no. Let me tell you something.
You remember the cartoon, The Muppet Babies?
Yeah.
Where everything they did was about their imagination? Yeah. Well, I'm a Muppet baby.
Muppet baby.
Right? I am a Muppet baby.
So let me speak on some real
if I did it, I'm out of there.
That's Blackberry.
It's a Blackberry Ciroc.
I done touched the nerve. Go ahead. I done touched the nerve. Go ahead.
Roll the eyes,
Go ahead,
everything.
Vince. I got something to say.
If I did it, right, I'm going to accept what I did,
And bounce.
and I'm going to gracefully bow out.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
You will not hold that over my head. I've always said that from day one. If you did it, in my mind, this Joker joint was like this.
Right. You done did all that.
Yeah, it was like this.
What else you do?
And I ain't like that.
Right.
I'm out of there.
All right there.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, That's the. I don't even know where the hell we were at.
Apologizing for doing that.
Right. About the apologies. Right?
And move on.
Now,
Don't bring it back.
apologies have different levels of apologies. So if I did not take my shoes off when I walked in the door and I got dirt on your carpet, I can apologize and I can come back
I
for
feel
that.
like that's so petty. Why am I going to be upset with you because you didn't take your shoes off?
Upbringing. That's right. Upbringing. Let's not.
Yeah,
Let's not
so
be funny about it.
it's some things.
You from the
some
country,
things
you ain't
Take
worried
them
about
shoes
the
off.
from dirt on
There's
the
things that there's no turning back.
Like my husband, he gets upset with me because when I take my shoes off, I leave them wherever I put them at. So like, let's just say I take my shoes off right here, they'll be here till I wear them again.
I know that's
That
right.
annoys him. But I feel like it's petty. Like, all right, I left my shoes
no.
here. I'm sorry.
You apologize and
I
say,
did. I said I'm sorry. I pick up the shoes, I throw them, and
all
I
right,
move
but you
on.
don't trip fall. Okay, I'm with a dude. You give a nigga your goods.
Listen.
You got a nigga parking in his garage. His 7 tray in your garage. If you catch what I'm saying, he parking in my garage. This is my garage.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I done invested in this garage.
That's
Yeah.
not even.
It's my garage.
I done put money in this meter. I put money in this
You
meter.
let the nigga slide off in my garage, park up in my garage.
That's not even my stuff.
Parallel park, all type of hit the switches in the garage and all.
Not on the third level.
You finna come back and talk about it's okay. I parked to get over it. You got me fucked up. Get the fuck. Fuck. That's
Wait.
my garage.
Listen. It is levels,
It's
right?
levels.
It is levels, and also, like I said before. You said if it's important to you, it should be very important to him. So if it's a pet peeve and you continue, and listen, it's one thing to do something and not know that it's bothering him. It's a whole different, or her. It's a whole different ball game. If I address it with you and you continue to do the same behavior.
Gotta go.
If it's something minute, why can't you make that change? If I don't want you to put your socks in the living room, my man, listen, it's bothering me, baby. Can you please not leave your socks in the living room? Listen, that should be something minute. I can do that. It's not detrimental to me. I can do that. But when you talk about apology, if it's a conflict or some sort of issue that you guys had, it needs to be resolved, and it needs to be resolved at the root.
Bothering you.
If you're just saying I apologize, there's no way in the world that it's resolved. It's going to come back again. It's going to show its ugly face again. Trust and believe it's going to show its ugly face again.
I'm not saying that you don't acknowledge things. You definitely acknowledge it. I just don't like when people dwell on stuff.
Yeah, they can't.
No, I'm not saying dwell on it. I'm saying, okay, so let's say, to give you an example. You did something, right? You did something, right? And it made me feel a certain way. I have the right to ask you, why did you think that's okay? Why'd you do that?
Oh, it's my
Right?
husband. You can ask me
Yeah,
anything.
I should be able to ask you
You can ask
that.
me
Apology shouldn't just be like, yo, I apologize. I made you feel bad? Well, I apologize. No, it's not it. Why did you do that?
It's like you dismissing me.
So right, exactly. It's like you dismissing me. So you need to both parties need to understand why it occurred, and then from there, now it's resolved. But if you're just saying I apologize, I trust and believe that ugly face will show its face again.
I know. I agree. And I'm not saying that I don't address things with him. I do. I just don't dwell on shit.
No dwelling. I
No.
don't dwell either. As long as it's resolved, we move forward.
So let's get into we just apologize, because I'm going to speak solely from experience here. So I've been called nonchalant, and most people know me.
Very nonchalant.
I'm nonchalant. I can admit, now that I've been through a lot of situations, I can admit that I am nonchalant about a lot of things. I'm the type that I feel if I say I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I'm genuinely sorry. I'm going to change my behavior, but I don't want to keep talking about it. However, I've also realized that that's not enough for the other party. So in this, where it comes up, in a sense where let me be transparent. I was a cheater. That's just what it is. I was in a relationship.
Hold on.
And
wait a minute.
It's real.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
You have to get the fuck.
Hold on.
No. Let's be real. So
Wait a minute.
So let's be real.
If you bad, you got to slide.
So in the very beginning of my relationship,
Go ahead.
we were together for 10 years. In the very beginning, I was a cheater. It is what it is. And I apologize
About cheating.
Moffat, you cannot.
Go ahead.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm sorry. Let me let you talk.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. So you gotta ask. So listen.
This shit about to boil up in here.
It is. But this is real. This is what happened. So whereas though I apologize and I honestly changed my actions. I apologized. I was like, it won't happen again. And I honestly did, but I changed my actions. However, that wasn't enough.
He kept seeing the dick.
Years. No.
That's why.
No.
Seeing it.
No.
He couldn't stop
baby.
looking at it.
Right. So years down the line to where so here we are, boom, we established something, we good, we solidified, and I'm not cheating, but it's 7 years later and still all they can see is, oh well, you did this back then. I did that back then, but now I'm not doing it. But you don't.
Moffat, that shit don't go away.
Can I just say?
Don't go away.
I feel like with men,
Bog standard.
This is why women
I
are
feel
much
like
stronger
with
than
men,
men, right?
here's the thing: when women
So
sleep
now I
with
know.
somebody,
Women are
it's because we
much
want
more-
to, and we want that person. A man can sleep with a woman just because he can. We sleep with them because we want to, because we want them.
So a man can say, "All right, baby, I'm sorry, I cheated. I ain't gonna sleep with nobody else." And if I say it's
I
the
feel like
same, they're
emotionally
different.
cheating on somebody.
not the same
it's a wrap.
different.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
not the
Because
same
in my
different.
like we
Emotional.
together, but in my mind, he's the only other person I think about, and that's the person I really want to be with. But I'm here with you.
So what I'm
Emotionally
saying
cheating.
You hear that you can have
Backed
So
out.
I say that to say an apology
You hear that you can
is
have-
not enough. That's I'm saying that to say I agree with an apology is not enough.
Turn my mic up.
Marvin,
If you hear that, you can have them.
listen, when you go there for a woman, there is no turning back.
What's
There
the
is no
difference
turning
for a
back.
man?
It's a
What's
lot.
the
It's a big
difference for a
difference.
man?
They don't do
listen,
it.
ho, ho, ho.
We do it, and I'm female. I'm admitting this. We do it
Listen,
based
there
off of
is a double
emotion. They
standard.
do it
There is
just
no
because
internet.
she walked by.
There is
So
no
females
internet.
did
Men
it
are super
just all
sensitive.
physical.
There is
Men are territory.
Just
Men mark their
There was no
territory.
emotion.
Marvin, Miss Mafio.
Address Miss
Mafioso.
thank you.
Listen, there is a double standard, and I am the first to
Why?
recognize that.
Why is that
I
double
second that.
standard fair? That's not fair.
I don't have an answer to your why.
And that's not fair.
Why isn't it fair?
Fuck fair.
Because it's not.
What we learn in training?
Men are
Hey,
just-
wait.
men are
Life,
just
hey,
wired.
life is fair.
Men-
Life is fair.
Fuck that. I'm not trying to hear
People
none of
aren't
that.
fair.
Men
What we
are
learn?
wired different.
She don't want to hear that shit. People ain't fair. Life fair. Life is fair as
You
fuck.
can't say you feel some type
Fuck
of way
that.
because I cheated. Oh, you cheated, so I'm gonna hold this feeling forever, hold over
Men
your
are
head.
just
But
wired
men can
differently.
cheat.
Check it out.
But you saying is men are supposed to
No,
cheat?
no, no, no.
No,
I'm
I
not
said
saying
they're
that. Hey, listen to this.
wired.
Hey, hold on. Hey, before you go ahead, I'm like this. Check this out. Honestly, however you take it, I'm not here to tell you to take it however a certain way. If life is about choices, with young people, like we teaching them, and adults. So I'm telling people in general, like myself, this is how I rock. I'm not, if I was to cheat and do whatever it is, we have a conversation about it, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, and you choose to forgive me, that's your choice. That's your choice. Wait. But in contrast, in contrast, in the women, you have the same choice. And I'm not saying we all fall short. We all make mistakes. So whatever it is that I have done that have hurt you, hold on, excuse me. Check that. Not that way. Listen to what I'm saying though. You're missing it. You're missing it. I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting. Listen, check this out,
But when I cheat,
Mafioso.
we're done.
Mafioso. Check this out. But check this out. That's not. That's my choice. That's my choice to leave your ass. If you want to stay with me, that's your choice.
But they're not
If you
wrong
want-
with.
no, it's not a right or wrong.
Have to leave him because he only cheated with one female. I only cheated with one male.
It's not a right or
What's the
wrong
fucking
situation.
difference?
It's not a right or
Explain
wrong
it to me.
situation. It's not a right or wrong situation. At the end of the day, well, all I'm saying is that whether it was the first time or the second time, it's your choice as a woman or a human being. If you want to forgive that person and work through it and be with that person, that was your choice. So you can't be mad
But
at.
okay, if
hold
you
on.
forgave it,
Whoa.
don't bring it up 7 years later.
Check this out.
If you forgive it, don't bring it up later on down the
and
line.
you're so
That's
right.
my point.
And that's why my point.
You make that decision
my
too,
point
but
is,
you can't bring it up.
and you're right. And my point is, if I feel like if it still bothers me, guess what? I'm gonna leave your ass. because I'm gonna leave because I know it's gonna bother me. If I can't deal with it, instead of me, that's just like you said.
Don't keep
just like you said. 7 years later, you don't want to hear about it. Fuck around with me, you might hear about it. So guess what?
No.
You know what? I don't want to hear that shit. And it's over.
No, I don't want to keep hearing the same thing.
Am I wrong?
It should have been over back then.
Am I wrong?
You say you're gonna leave. You say you're gonna leave.
I didn't stay with you.
Yeah, since you're gonna leave, you understand.
You
know yourself,
You
so that's
forgave
cool.
me, but stayed, but still brought it up. I don't want to hear that.
We ain't talking about Craig.
I apologize.
We're not talking about Craig. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about myself.
I don't know no Craig or no Daddy.
I'm here talking about Craig and Daddy. I'm talking about myself and how I would deal with the situation.
I'm just
you
saying.
feel me? Whoever you want to call me, Edwin, whatever you want to say, you feel me at the same time. What I'm saying is that if it's something bothering me, like I say, some cheating to the aspect, you got to go. And that's just me. I don't want to work through it. I don't want to work through it.
Let me speak to this real quick. Go
ahead.
I wanted to touch on this. Ms. Sade, she spoke on it briefly. I don't know if everybody heard her, but I agree with her. We're wired differently.
Very different.
So a man, right, can have intercourse without any emotion attached to it. It's just a pleasure thing. Females really don't do that. Now we're generalizing because I can't speak for everybody because we don't know everybody. So if a female or a woman does, in many cases they're already run down. They're tainted
What
to
you mean run down?
They're tainted to the extent where they're almost streetwalkers.
What?
What you talking about?
Run down because we slept. Run down because we cheated on you?
Okay, so pause.
If I cheat,
Pause.
consider run down?
No, pause.
No, you can't.
Wait, pause, Miss Sade. Y'all didn't hear what I said.
Walk that green man.
Yeah. Okay, so let me break it down again. Let me break it down again. We're wired differently. Many males can have intercourse without any emotion attachment. Zero. Females, on the other hand, a lot of times have emotional attachment. Now, there's some females out there that do not have an emotional attachment. Now, I believe if that's the case, if that's truly the case, they're almost tainted to the point where they do not, they're like streetwalkers. Streetwalkers, if for those that do not know, streetwalkers are like prostitutes.
They are.
Only females can be prostitutes?
Why? Wait a minute.
This is my humble opinion.
Are we knocking prostitutes now?
Wait. Are we knocking prostitutes? I'm not knocking prostitutes. I'm identifying. No, I did not. I identified the ones that do have sex like a male does.
Why does that make them run down, though?
Excuse me?
Why does that make them run down?
What's
the mileage on a female?
Give me one.
How is that
Give me
different
one.
than the mileage
Give
on
me
a
one.
man? Why does that make them run down? What's the difference between a mileage on a female and a mileage on a man?
Huge. Okay, wait. I got it. I'm gonna speak to it. In regards to a male,
we're not talking about right or wrongs or why or why not.
In regards to the male, call it right, wrong, or indifferent. Society, even myself, right now, my son starts flirting with a little girl. It's more acceptable. Like yeah, go. You know what I'm saying? In regards to a female, it's not really the mileage, quote unquote. If a female is jumping from man to man to man, she's considered a whore or a thought, things of that nature. I'm not saying this is my thoughts. I'm bringing up facts. I'm bringing up facts in what society states.
Really?
Right? So no matter how much you want to dispute it, Miss Sade, no matter how much you want to dispute it, this is what the cases may be. For those women that are doing this discreetly, they're still looked upon as women. The ones that the business is out there, and they're looked upon as thoughts. That's just the facts of the matter.
I mean, unfortunately,
we don't care.
I'm not even gonna entertain the why aspect. I'm just speaking about the facts.
That's not fair. You entertain the why. Why can't you entertain the why?
For me, this is how society is. I'm not. I'm not saying it's right, wrong. I'm not saying that.
So take
I can't.
away society. How do you see it?
How do I see
Away
it?
society. How do you see it?
Me personally, do you. Do what makes you feel happy.
Okay.
Me personally.
That's fair.
Me personally, do what makes you happy.
Okay.
Whether you're in a relationship, out of a relationship, do what makes you happy in every situation or circumstance.
Do you believe that's what it's all about?
Happiness?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's one major aspect of life.
Okay.
Because we have to go through sadness. These type of things, we have to see failure in order to see happiness. Like, it's a yin and a yang to everything. So that's just one aspect of life that you do have control over. But in regards to society, I was speaking in regards to society and how we've been all brought up. And we all know this. Like, if a female goes ahead and she's fast or promiscuous, and she's jumping from man to man, she's looked upon in a negative way, in contrast to a male. A man is doing it. Hey, he's an alpha male. He's the man. I want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not right nor wrong. That's just what it is. Now, my personal opinion, do what you need to do to make you feel happy and suffice. At the end of the day, only God could judge you. Right? You're going to have a lot of people throw stones at you. Who gives a fuck at the end of the day? For me, personally.
I agree with that. I don't know.
Right? But we have to be cautious.
But at the same time, like I say, how you say it? I say at the end of the day, it's about being real with yourself. If you can, if at this point you don't want to be in a relationship, you want to go ahead and have fun. Be real with yourself. I can respect that. Opposed to you telling me you want to fuck with me and be on some serious shit, and that's not what you really want. And you really want to be out doing you, and you can do you. And I feel like at some point in time, you have to go through that time, how y'all said, to find you. And that don't necessarily mean that you have to be a hoe. That don't necessarily mean that some people, like I said, that's really, they got to be, they go through their whole phase or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. I'm not sitting here to label it. Whatever that phase is, you have to go. At the end of the day, it's about being real with yourself. When you want to be in a relationship, and that's what you want, go get it. If you don't want a relationship, be real with that dude. Don't, you know what I'm saying?
Female, they down with it.
I done been with females.
I was about to say, be
That's
real
down
with
with
female, because y'all play that role.
I don't listen, and check this out now. I'm gonna be real. Every man, I'm speaking for myself and how I think and how I view life. Every man don't think like me. Everybody don't move like me. And not saying that how I move and how I think is the correct way.
That's why you special.
You feel me? Right. I'm not saying it's the correct way, but how I move is how I move. And everybody might not agree with that. So me saying that with a female, for instance, if that's what you want to do, I'm okay with that. Not all men are okay with saying with the woman they might be having intercourse with or chilling with or funny with, whatever you want to label it as, because everything is labels, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to label it as, you know, that's just what it is. I'm okay with you telling me that, hey man, you know, I don't want to really want to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. You ain't the only dude I'm messing with. Guess what? Every man can't deal with that, because why? Every man wanted to be, oh, that's mine. It ain't mine. And I was taught, it ain't mine. Guess what? I'm all right with that. Guess what I do?
I ain't sure.
No, listen, I could shoot a text. Back in my day.
That's what the girls say, though. That's your pussy daddy. That's your pussy daddy.
What you mean? I can shoot a text.
I ain't gonna lie.
Right. I can shoot a text and holler at you. You know what I'm saying? And then you not, and you might be doing you might be on your, you might be doing whatever you doing. At the end of the day, I'm all right with that. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna chill and fall back. Whenever you bite back and holler at me, and it's my turn, I'm okay with that. Not all men are okay with that. A lot of men act like women.
Right.
Oh, man.
Men act like women. And I don't care who don't like it.
I might need to leave.
We about that action. I'm talking that shit.
What does that mean?
Man, act like women, man.
Stop.
Go ahead. Come on.
A lot of men right now are very emotional.
How do women act?
Huh? Emotional.
Okay, but all right, so here's the thing about a woman.
Go ahead.
Y'all call us emotional.
Mm-hmm.
We are emotional.
But not because we want to. That's just the way our bodies are. We have hormones that y'all don't even have. Our bodies are not built the same. We're going to go through.
Men that take on our bodies.
Exactly. Y'all don't understand that sometimes it's not because we want to act that way. Our hormones literally take us to a different place.
So the men develop those same hormones.
I'm gonna say this.
They get taken.
And I'm probably gonna get some flack from this. Right?
So what?
Men cannot handle or endure the same shit that women handle.
Oh, that women are stronger. Just say women are stronger.
Yeah, we are though. That's
when it comes to certain
things.
That's
a proven fact.
When it comes to certain things, right? I spoke on it earlier. Right? I spoke on it earlier. If you and I are together,
you gotta say.
If you and I are together, and you step out there, it's the fucking end of the world for us. It is the end of the world for men. If you step out there, right? I've seen brothers. It's the end of the world, right?
But
women are more prone to work it out.
I agree. I feel like men. When it's relationship time, I feel like women fall first, but I feel like men fall harder. So I feel like when they're ready 100% to love us and to be in a relationship with us, they are in it 100%. We may get there sooner, but when they're in it to win it. So I feel like what Boggs just said is right. If they are giving you 100%, and then you turn around and you step out, they can't handle it.
I respectfully disagree. I've seen brothers.
Okay.
They can't.
I know you can't handle it. That's
handle
what I said. So I don't.
We cannot handle it. Right?
I know actually.
I've seen.
I'm gonna speak on it.
I've seen. Two married people, right? And both of those married people were doing dirt, right? Male and female were doing dirt. They were both doing dirt.
He's very dramatic. He's very dramatic.
Shawty's texting her husband right now.
Dang, are you got go gadget eyes? Can you see my?
I'm not sure how I want to put this. I'm not sure how I want to.
It's because he's actually trying to watch this, and he's trying to watch this.
All right. Okay. Two women, a man and a couple, they're doing dirt. And they're doing that dirt with each other. Right? When the dirt came, then they started doing dirt to each other.
Oh, wow.
Right? They were both married. Then they started doing dirt to each other.
So,
break it down. The man lost his mind.
Mm-hmm. Let me break it down.
He lost his mind. Right? I think men, we walk around tough. We walk around, but we cannot handle that shit. You cannot mentally or physically handle that shit.
Can I speak to this?
Cannot.
Can I speak to this? Can I speak to this real quick?
No, I can't have that.
Go ahead, speak on it. But
I think in regards to we speaking specifically about cheating. I think it's per situation. I don't think it's a female thing or a male thing. It's per situation, and I also do believe how strong the actual love is between the two. All of us here probably been cheated on before. All of us here probably cheated. I think that's a natural course of life. So to
I don't know what he is talking about.
Of course you would say that. You know what I'm saying? I plead the fifth. Right? I plead the fifth. But right?
Hold on.
Hey, Boggs, I plead the fifth.
Right? What are you talking about?
Of course. But this is high frequency, and we about that action. And I'm a G7 representative, so royalty is my mindset. And at the end of the day, with that being said, I can only speak the facts. Cut that whistling out, man. You best pay my microphone time. I truly believe that it's pending situations, or it's per situation. Better yet, I don't think that it's a male thing or a female thing. I know for a fact multiple relationships out there in the world. Some men cheated or some women cheated and men stayed, and vice versa. Women cheated and the men or men cheated and women stayed. It's per situation, depending on how deep their love is for each other. It's all pending on what the situation and circumstances is. I don't think it's just like, it's a gender thing, like how we actually stating. I truly don't believe that. I know I've been cheated on, and it's been conveyed to me, and I've embraced it, and I've hung around. I didn't say, you done with me. So that's just being real about the situation.
You cheat on me, I'm gone.
I know I've cheated.
I don't.
I know
That's well understood, Bugs.
I know I've cheated, and I've had a woman stay with me as well. So it's always per situation, and it all depends on the two individuals. I don't think it's gender specific. I really don't believe that, because of my experience and also the experiences from people around me. People are I know right now I can speak to a successful marriage, right? And they've both cheated on each other. Right. A successful marriage, they both cheat on each other, and they both put on the table. As a matter of fact, I excuse me?
How was it successful if they cheat on each other?
Because they grew through that experience. Again, the foundation is the key in which you lay. So if your foundation is to grow through your experiences, if your foundation is to embrace everything, if your foundation as a relationship is to say whatever is important to you is very important to me, things that I've been saying over and over again, you have the ability and also the power to grow through these particular situations, because it's going to be trials and tribulations. No marriage is just straight smooth and happy times all day long. It just doesn't happen. Now cheating is a really high thing. But now this particular marriage that I was speaking about, they cheated before they were married. They cheat.
That don't count. That's it. That's all. That just don't count.
Wait.
I don't want to hear that. So my thing is, if I cheated before we got married, that don't count when we got married, because everything you already knew that
at the end of the altar. Exactly. You still met me there.
So let me speak on that real quick.
It goes back to
you met me there. You met me at the end of the altar.
Only thing that counts is from when we was married and after.
Okay, let me address that real quick.
I'm not going to say that it doesn't count. All I'm saying is,
let me stand up on this.
You still met me.
I'm about to get real quick.
You still met me at the end of the altar. So that means that you knew and that you accepted it.
Listen.
Still rocking with it.
Listen. World, listen. For those that want to get married, right? Hold tight. For those that want to get married or are married, you was acting as if before you presented those vows, you was acting as if before you put that ring on your finger, you was acting as if before you signed that paperwork. You understand? So it doesn't really that paperwork and stuff like that. That's just a legal documentation. You was playing and acting in those roles prior to. So if you did do those things, or if you did it before or after, the action that you would take will possibly be the same. More likely will be the same, because the love and the foundation that you stand upon for that particular person. You were acting as a wife. You were acting as a husband before you got married. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be. That's why that person decided that, I want you to be my life partner throughout my journey, because I see it. Not only the possibilities, young sweetie and queen and mafiosa, you know what I'm saying? The fact, because you're acting as if. You're not faking this funk right now. You actually moving. Yeah, you're moving in this particular life. Yes, this is what you're doing. The things that I desire for my wife to do. When I see a wife, I see you. So I know a particular marriage right now that is thriving, and they both cheat on each other. So back to the question, men, you know, we was kind of trying to put a point whereas it was gender specific. I don't believe that, me personally. I believe that it's per situation, per circumstance, and it also ultimately depends on the love you have for that individual. Are you able to say, you know what? Will you ever do it again? No? I trust you and I'll take your word for it. And let's move forward.
Yeah, fuck that.
Of course.
Yes, if you.
I like that too. Fuck that.
And that brings to the next point. How do we avoid that temptation? Right? If, like I said earlier, if you cheat on me, it's done deal. You know what I mean? I don't care if you grow from it or not. You know what I mean? You will grow and you'll do better with your next relationship. You'll do better with your next relationship. Because my last relationship to me prepared me for this relationship. Right? So now it comes to me and Muscles over there. Yeah, he just stepped off. We just walked past the gym, right? Earlier. And we saw some eye candy, right? How do you avoid that temptation?
I mean, you don't have to. You can look.
You're allowed to look.
You can look.
I learned that in marriage counseling.
But how do
You can look.
Okay, we saw it, right? We that was just a small example, right? That was a small example. How do you avoid that temptation?
For me, I try not to put myself in the situations.
What's the situation? There is no such thing as
if I'm hanging out with my boys and they want to, like I got people that's close to me like within work that want to go out the country, and I know what they doing.
There's no such thing as a situation.
That is a situation.
There's no such thing as a situation.
Why I'm going to put myself in a situation where I know they're going to be
There's
fucking
no such thing as a situation.
They're going to be fucking with other females. And I know that. Why even put myself in a situation? Because I know I'm not going to go there and just be on the sideline like, why they up there messing with other females.
This is where I say...
I'm not even going to go.
Okay, this is where I say it's bullshit. There's no such thing as a situation.
It is.
No, hold on.
That's a situation. That's a situation.
That's an expensive situation.
Here we go. Hold on. Right? Here we go. There's no such thing as a situation. Right? Because if I'm sitting there holding the conversation at the lunch at work,
right,
with Miss Mafio right here, right, or Miss Sade, or anybody else, Mafioso, right? If we're just sitting there having a conversation and we're vibing, right? It started out as innocent.
Right.
We just talking about these fucking tater skins they got for lunch.
Right.
That's all we're doing.
We
talking about these tater skins, right? And you and I, we agree with each other. And that conversation leads to another conversation. What temptation are you avoiding?
But I don't understand. You can at that point where it start when it crossed the line. It was
line?
We start talking about something other than fucking potato skins.
No. Because now the next conversation it becomes to Game 5 tomorrow night game with the Raptors.
But that's fine. But when it crossed the line, what you doing tonight?
No.
Can I get your number? Can I take you out? Can we meet somewhere?
There is no line. No, it's not.
That's an imaginary line. It's the line of scrimmage.
Once you start vibing,
why she need to know? Why she need to know what you're doing tonight? What you your wife's gonna be in town or something? You don't need to know that.
Nah, you taking it too far and you're thinking too deep.
I'm not trying to think too deep.
Nah, you're taking it too far and you're thinking too deep.
If we talking about sports, it's okay for me and Mafioso or whatever to talk about sports with anybody. We can
you're thinking too deep and you're taking it too far. Because all I'm doing, we're just talking. We're just kicking it.
So then you ain't
There's nothing wrong with that, right? But when you step off, you say, damn, she was cool as shit.
Okay.
Right? You say she was cool as shit. Right? So now you're looking for the next conversation. You're looking for that next one.
Right.
Right? And then you're looking for that next one. And before you know it's
No, but where does it? But I'm saying, it don't go from there to there.
It does, man.
It doesn't go there.
It goes, another conversation is, can I get your number? Because y'all don't got each other numbers, right? Y'all don't have each other numbers.
Brother, you thinking too deep, right?
I'm not thinking deep. That's
No, you the one that just went to some cut.
You think
with the
So
squeaky.
it has to be
Screw the numbers.
It has to
Screw
be
the
another
numbers.
conversation after me talking about what we eating or basketball or whatever. Something else has to occur. Does the person have your number? Because then we got to have a conversation. How did
she get your phone number? How did she get your phone? Why did you allow her access to
text
you?
Hold on.
10, 11 p.m. Because those is like probably off hours.
One thing leads to another, right?
Exactly.
Right. So it don't necessarily have to mean that you're unhappy at your home,
Okay.
right? It don't have to mean that you don't love your person that's in your house.
Mm-hmm.
This person right here has connected with you in some other kind of way. They connected with you in some other kind of way that you're feeling, right? So let's say you and your person at home, y'all connect on everything. 8 out of 10 things y'all connect. But those other 2 things, right?
80-20.
That's the void.
That's the 80-20.
Those other 2 things.
No,
That's
it's
the void I was talking about.
It's not a void.
It's not
just
done
the
on purpose.
80-20. It's the
Right?
80-20.
It's not done on purpose.
It's the
right?
80-20.
If
It's the 80-20.
you asked him about Fabulous, right? You
the
asked him
80-20.
earlier about, Fabulous dropped another
Mixtape.
mixtape, right?
Right.
This person right here know that Fabulous done dropped another mixtape,
Okay.
and the conversation done started.
Okay.
The conversation started out innocent about Fabulous's mixtape, right? That conversation goes from Fabulous.
He reaching, but I'm trying.
I'm not reaching.
I'm trying to help
I don't think he's
I'm not
reaching at
reaching.
all. I think this
I'm not
is
reaching.
every
This
day.
shit is
I
real.
don't think he's reaching
I'm not
at
at
all.
what point, but I think it's like
You gotta leave it
it crossed the line at some point. So we could talk about Fab, we could talk about all them things,
At some
but
point, it crosses the line. Every time, it will. At some point, it has to cross the line. At some point,
Bullshit.
That's just being real.
Bullshit. You
If you
started out innocent. You started
Of course, that's cool. That's cool. But at some point, you went to everything was cool. That's my potato skins, and then all of a sudden, yo, at some point, you said something, and she allowed you, or she said something, and you allowed her to get to that in the bedroom. I'm trying to tell you, the real fact of the matter is that at some point you cross the line. What Willie Will is saying, what Lynx is saying, is facts.
How did you get a phone number? How did you get a phone number? How did you get her phone
you ain't sleep on
number?
how it work. How did you get her phone number? You ain't sleep on how it work. You had to get to a place where y'all were alone. Why y'all alone?
Why does she have your phone number is the better question. That's number one.
At some point, you got to cross the line. And you know what? At some point, when you cross that line, it's fine. But that's when you establish that it's fine between both of y'all. Both of y'all cool with crossing the line. You know, and that's when you go further. You say, you know what? Shit. That's all good. And that's why I'm talking about them boys.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is your intentions was not to do anything with
initially.
Okay, whatever. Your intentions was not to do anything with this person. Never.
Initially.
Right?
Okay.
Initially. But at somewhere along the line, fuck a phone number. Because there's so many ways to get in touch with a person without a phone number.
Facts.
There's so many ways.
Facts.
Right? So if I send you,
Damn,
just like you, Big Pokey, you send me links all the time. Right? You know what I mean? You send me links all the time. It's so many ways to get in touch with a person.
So I think my thing is, at what point are you getting along with the person? Because even if he send the links, you ain't get your DM, whatever way, how y'all get to a place where y'all two are alone.
Okay, I know, right here. What line? Right here, I know for a fact that Big Poker's in the music, right? I know he's in the concerts. I know that.
That he has yet to give me a ticket to.
Oh
my God.
When I was looking for something to go to, right? I was looking for a concert to go to. I didn't reach out to you. I reached out to him because I knew he was the plug, and I knew he would send me in the right direction. I knew that, right? So at that, there's the connection right there. Ain't no phone numbers been crossed. Ain't none of that. All it is conversation. There's conversation.
Nothing wrong with that.
It is something.
No, it's nothing wrong with that.
Conversation.
It's when you cross the line.
What's the
Keep
line?
going. Keep going.
Because you've got to be intentional.
Keep
about
going
the conversation. You gotta be
until you
intentional.
get to.
Once you know it's getting to a point, you got to be intentional about saying, "Hold up, man! I got a lady at home. I got a man at home. I got to stop this shit about. I'm feeling a certain type of way. I got to stop." That's where the line is drawn right there.
Or y'all two consensual adults saying, "You know what?
Right.
I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get it in."
Because you gonna miss somebody.
Because at some point you get to a point where you say, "Look."
I remember when Killer Mike was on the breakfast. He said, "Man, you full of shit."
At some point, and she's saying the same thing to you.
You remember Killer Mike said, "Man, you full of shit."
Listen, you gotta leave something on the table. You're always gonna have somebody that has an interest.
Bobby's just talking shit. You know what? Bobby's just talking shit. Why we entertaining Bobby's?
All right.
So
okay.
here's
There's the interest.
Can I speak?
There's the interest, right?
The interest I'm saying they're gonna have.
If that's the interest, right? If the interest is. Who's the brother we talked about the other day? I was clowning you. Say, man, you ain't even tell me about him.
Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak. If that's the right, if that's the interest,
right? If your lady doesn't have the interest in Anderson .Paak, and
my lady don't know shit about Anderson .Paak,
okay, then fuck that. You gotta leave that shit right there because that's
okay. She don't know nothing about.
But you hip her to it. You don't go back with the girl and talk about it.
No. If she's just like flat out not interested in Anderson .Paak, right? But I know she is.
80-20.
And I like Anderson .Paak. And what brought us together was Anderson .Paak.
Right.
All right.
You ain't going to the concert together though.
Nope, we're not. But Anderson .Paak going to lead to another conversation, and another conversation is going to lead to that.
Okay.
How do you avoid that situation?
You can't. The conversation with Anderson .Paak is amazing, but it's when you say, "Let's go to the concert. Let's
go to the concert. Let's go to dinner.
Let's go to dinner. Listen to him." That's when
it's when you expand on it.
When you expand on Anderson .Paak.
It's when you
again in my Killer Mike voice. You niggas are full of shit.
No.
If I don't want to expand on it, then what?
So here's the thing.
I love Anderson .Paak.
I don't know if y'all watch the Red Table Talks with Jada Pinkett Smith. Like a month ago, she had all of the Curry women up on her table. She actually flew to Charlotte. Shout out to North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina. She flew out to Charlotte. She has Steph's mama, his wife, his sister. His sister is married to, what's his name? Doc Rivers' son. His sister is married to another NBA player. His brother is in the NBA. His girl was there. His mama was there. Her husband was in the NBA. And then Aisha was there. And Aisha said, and I quote, "He gets all this attention, and I'm just over here like, hey, I don't get anybody in my DM.
I remember that.
I don't get any attention." So here's the thing. As a wife and as a mother, it gets super annoying when people come to me and the first thing out of their mouth is, "How is Kafil? How are the kids?" It's like I don't exist as a person anymore. I still am Sade. Sade still likes to play in makeup at Sephora, and I like to get dolled up and go out. But now that I've taken on this role as somebody's wife, as a mom of 3, that's all they see. They don't want to talk to me about sports. They don't want to talk to me about, "Oh, you look nice today," whatever. We still need that. I am happily married. I'm happily married. There's not anybody right now that could come and try to grab me. But I do like the attention. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because I know at the end of the day I can be like, you know what? I still got it. 3 babies in, 30 pounds later, I still got it. But that doesn't mean that I want to cross the line with somebody. There's nothing. When she said it, everybody was like, "Oh, she's going to cheat on stuff." No, she's not. She wants to be her own individual. I still want to be Sade. Like I said earlier, there's nobody I love more than Sade. So I still want to be acknowledged for the individual that I am. I wear my husband as a badge of honor. So of course, when you see me, you see him. But I still exist.
So not talking to the same degree, not comparing your relationship to Steph and Aisha Curry and all that, but in a sense, do you not think that when people address him, they don't address him like, hey, how's the kids? How's your wife?
They probably say, I honestly don't think they.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think. I know females don't address him with, oh, hey, how's Sade?
Check it out.
Hell no.
Because just like yourself, I have kids. I have kids. And guess what, everybody? When I get a phone call, a text, when I slide back to the crib, when they holler at me, what they ask and what they tell me, hey, it ain't about you no more.
All right, but that's all well and good. But Bap, you know when females come to you, they talking about more than your kids.
Check this out. But initially, we be talking about initially. Initially, what you said was oh, they come and say, hey, my kid, how the kids, how this going on. In contrast, men get the same. They don't come and holler at me about what I got going on, housework.
I don't believe it.
They ask about your child.
I don't believe it.
Like Steph and Aisha's on a whole different pedestal. Right. So when they address them,
acknowledge
first of all,
that.
they live within the media is their life. They can't walk. They can't do nothing without the media. But I'm not gonna get too much in the Steph and Aisha. But I think it's different from our relationships because at the same time, when someone comes at me, they're not hollering at me about how I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's about the kids as well. And not taking anything away from the women because I know. And like I tell you, I don't witness both births and I seen it from a natural birth to a C-section. I commend y'all. I know y'all go through a lot. And then I have so much respect for you. That's why I respect y'all. That's why I don't talk to y'all in a degraded manner. And I just respect and I commend y'all for everything y'all got. Y'all go through. I give y'all that. I give it to y'all. I understand. You feel me? At the same time, it's like, as when we talking about it in this situation, like, what do you want? You're saying what do you want? Like, okay, you're a mother. You embrace being a mother. You made the decision.
I am a mom.
You're a mother.
But so I'm also Sade, and
you're also Sade.
Let me touch. Can I touch? Can I touch?
And I'm not taking away from my kids. They are my greatest blessing. My husband is too. But I mean, I'm still Sade.
What does
Sade want? Sade, let me address that. I'm not sure.
Exactly. Thank you. Who said it? Thank you. That's it. That's all. I don't want another man. I don't want another man. I don't want anybody's. I don't want anybody's phone. No, it's not because my husband every day. On my worst day.
Women always got it, no matter what.
Hold on. Let me finish because you said it's a problem. It's not a problem. So you say, oh, you're not getting no attention at home. That's a lie.
I didn't say that.
But I figured that's where you were going.
Nope. You're wrong.
Hold on. Because that's what everybody says. They're like, well, if your husband acknowledged you, then you wouldn't feel that way. My husband acknowledges me every day. On my worst day, he can walk up to me and be like, baby, you are beautiful.
Let me explain this. Let me explain this real quick. Yeah,
it makes you feel like, I do have it.
Wait. Expected to do it. So
he's not. I don't even think he's expected to do it. I just feel like
my husband is expected to make me feel a certain type of way, but outside of my relationship, I don't care. But I can see how other people will feel, other females will feel. You want somebody else to see it. I need more than my husband just telling me I look good.
I don't. All right. So here's the thing. I'm not going to say I need it. I never. Hold on. Time out. Let me finish. I never said that I needed it. I don't need anybody to reassure me that I look nice today. I like it.
You want it.
It's not even a want. I just like it when it happens. I'm not like, oh, let me get dressed in something that I know somebody's going to say something to me. No, because some days I walk around looking like, what are you doing?
I walk around looking like what you doing.
Exactly. But I don't walk out of the house like I want somebody to address me today. If it happens, I'm like, okay, great. I'm 30 pounds heavier than I was pre-baby, but you know what? Other people see that I still got it. I personally think I still have it. And now, such and such at Safeway, I'm bagging my groceries. Miss, you look nice today. Thank you.
Can I speak to it?
Yeah.
All right. So, my personal take on this is that she was dead wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Curry.
She's not
Curry's
dead wrong.
Curry.
Y'all don't know.
Can I speak on it?
You
Can I speak on it?
don't know
Can
what
I
it
speak
feels
on it?
like.
Can I speak on it?
Let's
Can I speak on it? I just want to speak on my perspective on it. Not saying that it's right nor wrong. This is my perception. This is my lens. In my lens, once you get to that state of marriage, especially on their level of financial success, we don't know what's going on inside their house of emotional and physical, but financial success. The desire should only come from the husband in regards to making her feel whole. Oh, complete. Wait.
I feel whole.
I'm not talking about you. Give me a second. Let me finish. Let me finish. I know you accustomed to saying I'm apologizing. It's over, but let me finish.
Every mama
let me finish.
Today.
So my thought on this is that she should not have a desire, nor need, nor want from anyone else to acknowledge her than her husband, because that's the ultimate compliment. Because the husband is the one that she seeks the actual joy from. When a compliment comes from somebody else, it's like, I appreciate it, but keep it moving.
Thank you.
In regards to the husband saying it, it's like,
sure
hold on. We don't know, because she made that statement. So my perception of it, she was dead wrong for making that statement, because it puts a shitty light on Curry.
It doesn't.
Right? To me, it does, because it's like there's a void again that he's not fulfilling for her to feel that I want to feel like too. Why? Why do you feel the need to want to hear from other people saying, "Hey, girl, what's up, girl?"
I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
Okay, that's cool. And I'm cool if people disagree with me. Me personally, I should just want the feel for my wife. Like, yo, this is what. Hey, she loves me. Da 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 da. And vice versa for my husband. He loves me. Da 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 da. Whatever it may be. I should not want.
It's not a want. It's not like she's. Hold on. It's not that she's craving it. So here's
yes,
the
thing. It is.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Why would she?
Let me hold on. Hold on. I have to break it. Hold on. Let me break.
Why would she say that?
Let me break this down.
Please do. Give me clarity.
Okay. So here's the thing, and I personally am not a fan of her. I forgot however many years ago it was when LeBron beat Steph. She was saying, they were discriminating. They wouldn't let my dad into the arena. Steph wasn't doing this stuff. No, at the end of the day, LeBron outplayed your husband. You complaining about it, you whining about it. It's like one season during the playoffs, she was nitpicking everything because they was getting their ass whooped. And then I was like, you know what? I don't vibe with her. Just be the Savannah of the NBA wives. Just sit back, be quiet, and don't try to be in the camera with your man. But I was listening to her little red table talk, and she said it, and I get it from personal experience. Like I said, 30 pounds ago, when I was 30 pounds, a solid 30 pounds ago, I'm working. Before baby, you getting, hey, how you doing? You turning heads left and right. You have a rack of kids. Miss Curry and I, we both have 3. You gain all this weight, all this other stuff. Every day, your husband is like, you beautiful, you this, you that, you that. Thank you. And I appreciate it. I'm not saying I'm not throwing him under the bus. She didn't throw Steph under the bus. But when random people, no, she did not.
Yes, she did.
This has nothing to do about Steph and everything. Yes, it has nothing to do with him and everything about, you know what? Maybe, I do need to lose some weight. Maybe I do need to start wearing foundation and to hide how sleepy I am and all this
personal
other
choice.
Stuff.
Before they said something, were you comfortable with yourself?
Before
they said something or mentioned it, how did you feel about yourself?
Like I said, I walk out the house. I love Sade.
So
I love the way I look when I wake up, before I go to sleep, when I'm stressed out, when I'm tired.
That's my point.
So I feel like even on my worst day, I'm still a cute girl. I feel that way.
So why go?
But then to add, it's no but. When you're walking out, like I said, I'm at Safeway bagging my groceries. My kids are eating apples that I haven't even paid for yet. I'm stressed out, and somebody's like, you know what? You're a nice looking lady. and you just like, thanks. Like
It's just extra.
It's just extra. It's like sprinkles on top of a birthday cake. I don't need the sprinkles. The birthday cake is there, baked and iced and ready to go, and somebody just put some sprinkles on it just because the sprinkle. You can't taste the sprinkles.
Nah, negative. Miss Sade.
It's just. Thank you. I was about to say the N word, but yes, men need it too.
Miss Sade, I'm not neglecting that aspect of things. You see, the world that we live in now, we got to be mindful and definitely aware. There's no need for her to put. That's like when real goes wrong. Being too real goes wrong. I should say.
So.
There's no need for her to say. There's no need for her to say that because indirectly, she's pretty much insulting Steph in my mind.
She's not.
This
it had nothing to do with Steph.
Because at the end of the day,
it had nothing to do with him.
It shouldn't be a desire.
It's not a desire.
It is because she said I don't get any more attention from nobody else, but he gets.
It's not a desire. It's an observation.
Listen,
you walk down the street, you like, dang it, I used to get some attention. I'm not getting it no more. I'm still fat. I still need to lose this baby weight. My gut poking out. That's where your mind goes. It doesn't go to my baby told me I look nice today, so I look nice. It's I know I'm walking outside. I'm dressed to the nines. I'm good.
And you still don't get no
Nobody
compliments.
says nothing to me. I'm like, dang it, I do need to set my game up.
That sounds like a personal problem. And then being that you're married.
But it has nothing to do with Steph. That's her person.
Wait, hold on.
That's her person.
And being that you're married, why are you in seek of that?
I'm not in seek
you
of
are,
it.
because if you make
just
that,
noticing that it's not happening at the rate that it used to happen.
No.
The only thing people want
that's not what she said.
That's what she meant.
That's what she meant. You know what she meant, huh? You in her mind.
No,
that's not what she said. She said that he gets all the attention and I do not. Why the hell are you seeking attention? There's no need for you to seek attention.
Let me go.
You're married.
Let me go.
To a man that I got you, and you have everything. You have everything financially. You have everything. So it's like indirectly you insulting him. Like, damn, what is Steph not doing?
So if your wife said that, you would have felt some type of way.
For sure.
Here we go.
For sure. I'm like, yo, damn, I'm not doing enough.
I feel the same way.
And as a man, you should, in my humble opinion, you should feel like, yo, damn, I'm not doing enough, because all of a sudden you thinking like, yo, I gotta get. Why the fuck do I need attention and likes and all that shit from somebody else? It should be suffice at home.
Can I go?
I got you. All the sprinkles, like, as you said, should be an extra. And if you're not getting it, so be it. I got enough at home. Holla at me.
I agree with both of you. Right? I'm sorry, I'm eating chips.
I'm about to say, you got something to share? My stomach is the crowd.
If Steph wasn't Steph, he wouldn't get the attention that he was getting. If Steph was just a regular old light-skinned red brother, he wouldn't get that, right? Steph get that attention because he's Steph, right? His wife doesn't get it because she is who she is.
Who is she?
Or is it because of who she's married to, and out of respect for Steph, people don't holler at her?
If I saw Steph's wife in Forestville Mall, I wouldn't fucking know who the fuck she was. Because I don't know who she is. You know what I mean? I don't watch cooking shows. I wouldn't know who she was.
She'd be on the sidelines.
If she's not attracted to me, if I'm not attracted to her, I probably wouldn't say anything. It wouldn't have nothing to do with Steph. You know what I mean? But Steph is he's everywhere. He's Steph. Steph Marbury is the most popular player in the NBA. He is the most popular player in the NBA right now. No, he's not. He is. No.
LeBron is.
No.
LeBron is.
No.
LeBron's at home watching these games.
LeBron is the most popular player.
Hold on. LeBron is with men. Right?
Women too.
With men. With the casual NBA player, Stephen Curry. Judge it by the All-Star votes, right? Judge it by the All-Star votes. Steph Curry is always, lately he's been number one.
I don't know about that, so I can't dispute that. But I'm telling you, LeBron is the most popular NBA player in the world right now.
No. When I'm talking, hold on. From the casual fan. I ain't talking about a basketball fan.
Fanatic.
I'm talking about a casual fan.
LeBron is the face of the NBA.
Steph, right? Steph is pretty little light skinned. Well, he's a cute guy.
Wait a minute.
Right?
I don't
whatever
like
the fuck he is.
I'll say it.
Wait
I'm not
a minute.
a fan of light
Hold on. Whatever he is.
Not a fan
whatever
of light
he is.
skin.
Right? No one knows who his wife is, but the people that know who she is.
Right.
Right? So if you don't follow the cooking shows or whatever she's on. So if I saw Steph's wife in the mall today, any other day, I wouldn't know who she is.
Right, I got you.
Because I don't. There's no reason for me to know who she is.
You know what Savannah looks like?
Right? I don't know who she is. I have no idea who she is. But if I see Steph, if I see LeBron, this same thing with LeBron's wife. If I see LeBron's wife at Sam's Car Wash on Branch Avenue.
She definitely ain't going to be there.
I don't know who she is.
Listen, Bob, I feel you. My
right?
thing,
and
my,
if
my
I'm
thing
not
is,
feeling her, or if I'm not feeling her,
Can I get in there?
or if I'm not whatever, I probably wouldn't say anything to her. I wouldn't say anything to her because she's LeBron's wife or not LeBron's wife. It's just because she's not what I am, what I'm into. You know what I mean?
I got you. This is my thing. There shouldn't be a need for a married woman,
Here we go.
to me, desiring attention from.
She's not desiring it.
Yes,
It's not so
yes.
much as a need.
She did.
It's not so much as a
Pope,
need.
go ahead, Pope. I'm gonna go ahead for
not a
it.
need.
I stated my
so
case.
all of it is really so with Sade, and I agree with Sade, and I understand it. It's so minuscule. It's very, very matter of fact. People blew that whole situation up, right? Just like me. If you go out, I'm 49. So when I was 23, I was cool, I was slim, I was this, that, and third. When I go to the
You look
club
good.
and somebody say, "Hey, Big Slim, you look good as shit," I'm like, okay, I still got it. I don't give a fuck about them saying that for
Exactly.
real. But I say, okay, I got like 5 likes from the club. It's the same thing with her. She's like, it ain't about Steph not doing or doing. It's the fact that somebody gave her some attention. It is what it is, and you keep moving. It's nothing that's going to scar her if they don't. The regular Joe is not going to talk to her, one, out of respect for the marriage, and then the regular Joe ain't got the bread to even sustain the relationship. So that's why she's not getting on that end. But at the end of the day, she's not saying it so that, Steph is deficient. It's just men and women do it.
How do we know that?
Who cares?
She didn't elaborate on that.
She did not elaborate on it, but all I can say is it's relatable. As a mom of 3 and married, the first thing out of their people's mouth, where is your husband at? How your husband doing? How your kids doing? It's like, damn, I exist.
I mean, I to a certain degree, like, I'm gonna speak from personal experience. Like me, I tell mine, I ain't gonna lie. I tell mine to head out, to go out. You know what I mean? Because I noticed that how y'all said, how my mafioso was saying that we supposed to your man and your husband supposed to tell you that you look good or supposed to compliment you and all that. And I tell her all the time, but listen, I acknowledge you. I'm giving you all that. But what I'm saying really don't, it feel like it don't hold no weight. She don't care like
It
that.
holds a lot of weight. Oh my gosh. Y'all sound insecure. Y'all sound insecure.
It don't.
It holds a lot of weight.
This is what I'm saying though. But what I'm saying is I agree with y'all with what y'all was saying. You know what I'm saying? You my man, Simp. At the same time though, I agree with y'all. Not saying that it don't hold no weight, but that I say like when it's time for her friends call her to go out, go ahead and go out. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. And I tell her this. I say, man, you know what? I say, you need somebody to tell you that you look good. And I tell her this. I say, do I want somebody to go out there and be acknowledged? Do I want her to? But for you being my girl, I expect you to carry yourself in a way to have respect for yourself. So when someone does say something to you, you can take that and not lead into something else. You feel me? Because if you my, you know what I'm saying, I expect you to do that.
I think that you might need to see that tell on the regular.
No, but this is what I tell her though. So guess what? So when all the friends call her, hey girl, let's go out. Listen, take your ass out. Go. Go ahead. You feel me? And I'm not worrying about when you out. Because to be honest with you, I know what happens when you out. Because if you mind, I expect niggas to look at you and see you and to try to holler at you. So in
Thank
a
you.
sense,
Thank you.
Do I want
Thank
niggas to holler
you.
at you?
Yeah.
No.
No. But it's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? Do I want you to go out and niggas really be? No, I can't want to keep saying niggas.
So why say it?
Huh? So here's the thing.
So why?
So to agree with
why you have to broadcast
to
it
agree
to
with
the World
what-
Wide Web? Why you have to
agree
say
to
that?
agree with what
it's
Bap
not-
is saying, we just recently went to Montego Bay, my husband and I. Like I said, I'm 30 plus pounds wise, and my ring doesn't fit all the time. So I was not wearing it. Walking down the street, and dude approached me, trying to, and my husband walked up behind me, and he was like, "She's beautiful, isn't she?" And the man was like, "Yeah," just going off, not even knowing that that's my husband. So yeah, he knows that people are going to look, they're going to say something. And he's not fazed by it. I'm not fazed by it.
Right.
Meaning that I'm not going to cross that line and want a number, but I mean, if he says it,
what was this?
Fact. So why broadcast it again? Why broadcast it? Why go on Red Table Talk and say
they come up to
he
me
gets
in
all
your
the
face.
attention
Okay,
and
what's
I
up?
don't?
Now,
We know that.
In contrast,
I'm cool with
Same
that.
thing happened on Kenilworth Avenue.
Well, what you saying?
I'm not cute to DC people. What do you mean?
No. You are cute in DC and there, but you don't live there.
But what you saying?
You're right. I don't.
You don't
I don't live on
Montego
Kenilworth
Bay.
either.
So when you're in Montego Bay, it's fun.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I had some fun
she bad
clothes
as
on
shit.
too. I had
But
some fun
asking that
clothes on.
same
You right?
question on motherfucking Marlboro Pike.
No, but for what Sim's saying, in
Places that I
contrast,
don't even go.
it makes sense. Do I want her like in talking about the Curry situation? I would not want her to broadcast that. You know why? Because like how you saying, I would feel like damn, because who's to say that he's not giving her that at home?
He is, but don't have nothing to do with
I
that.
know,
It's
but
it's that big. Really, it's really everybody taking it so big. What she said and the scale of everything is really like that big. It's just everybody want to know they still got it. Period.
Point blank. Period.
Then we get back.
That's the main thing.
You still got it when your husband or your wife tells you,
But this
baby
when
girl,
we get back
or
to-
man, you
I
look so
expect my
sexy.
husband to love me at 780 pounds.
Check
You-
I don't have it at 780
No, you
pounds.
do. You do. Because if he's still saying it, you do.
check this out.
When he say, "Get the fuck out of here, you too damn big,"
Hey.
you lost it.
But then it goes back. It goes back to what we saying is the shit sacred. Guess what? It wouldn't have been no issue if they kept it sacred. Meaning what? They kept it off of what? Would we be having this conversation if they did what? If she ain't go on the red table and say something about it, you wouldn't allow everybody into your marriage. Now, like, see, look, don't nobody know. Look, don't nobody know that I tell my girl that, hey, man, go out there, man, have fun, enjoy yourself. Let nigga holler at you.
I got one for you, Bat.
Conduct yourself like a woman. Like I expect you.
I know. Remember who you are
A
and
man
whose
say that,
you
right?
are.
If a man say it,
I
right?
can tell you that, but guess
Yo,
what?
I want some more attention. My girl, she on all these movies. She a movie star. You know what I'm saying? She getting a lot of attention. I don't get no more attention. I know I look good, but why she don't want, nobody.
What she gonna say? I'm your friend.
What you gonna say then?
What she gonna say? I'm your
Why you
friend.
sound like a little bitch on the
That's
microphone?
right. So she's like a little bitch. That shit too.
Why you?
Why the fuck is she saying that shit?
It said like that's
She
not who you are. Stop.
what the
kind
fuck
of?
is
I would be
going on?
texting him like, raise your voice,
Exactly.
talk normal.
That's my point.
She shouldn't have went. My thing
There's no
is,
need for her to say that
they
shit.
could have had
That's
that
when real goes
conversation
wrong.
in
Like
house.
Jay Chappelle used to say.
Okay, so hold
That
on.
shit should've
Can I
been
just
in-house.
say this? Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
That girl is a brand at the end of the day. She markets to people like mommies like me who spend their whole entire paycheck in Target. She has her own blog. That girl's a brand. She's going to say whatever she is going to say that might make her some coins at the end of the day.
That's possible too.
Exactly.
That's possible too.
So she needs to be relatable to the people that she's trying to attract.
So you're saying it's all a game?
Oh, wait.
That shit was a game.
It could be.
I mean,
that's
I'm just
possible.
saying.
See,
I'm just saying.
possible.
That girl's a
All I'm
brand.
saying is that
Her name alone, that girl is a brand. I just said I'm not a fan of hers, but agree with everything she said. That girl is a brand. I started reading her blogs off of that. Simple stuff. She's a brand. At the end of the day, her goal is to make money and make herself known. She's a brand.
So
She's
that-
going to
that
say
aspect-
stuff.
I could dig
It's
it.
no different. It's no different.
The spectrum of the city girls,
What you mean?
basically, because the city girls are saying, I don't listen to them. Where's my?
Shout out to the shitty girls, man.
Moffitt.
2 times for the city
Mafioso.
girls.
So she's saying the city girls or people like the city girls are saying X, Y, and Z, right?
Okay, not
So
even that.
they're
Not even the
saying
city
what-
girls, because I can honestly say I don't listen to them. Listen to Cardi B. Cardi B got a whole family, but it'll just be like F a nigga real quick.
Right.
She ain't living that life. She took
Entertainment.
Offset back after everything that he did to her. She wants her family together.
But-
She can rap one thing,
Right.
but she got an entire
Steph's
family.
wife took the opposite approach.
She
She
did.
took the opposite approach. She don't feel that way, but I know this is gonna make me some bread.
Exactly. It's no different than the elevator scene with Jay-Z, Solange, and Beyonce. I think that was I said it then. I was like, this is a setup. They knew that all of them were about to have an album to come out. That was free promotion for all 3 of their albums. That's all that was. That was the made up. Ain't no nigga about to let no girl hit him in the face. That was all made up. That was all promotion. People study this. People study how people's minds think and how they spend their money. That was the setup for Lemonade. That was the setup for 444, and that was set up for Cranes. It's Cranes in the Sky. Solange's album.
Right.
That was all they set up. Aisha Curry said it because she needs to be relatable to people who invest in her brand.
Right.
There you go.
So quick last question: knowing when to exit a relationship or marriage.
What'd you say?
Knowing when to exit a marriage.
When you're not happy no more. When you fall out of love with yourself, it's time to
Let
bounce.
me I can only speak to my mother's situation. I asked my mother one day, I was like, yo, so what was the last straw, Ma? I asked her one time, right? My mother said she collected a check, right? From working for Con Edison at the time in New York City. And she gave the money to my father to manage the funds, right? And the motherfucker went and gambled this shit and lost all the money, so she couldn't pay the bills within inside the apartment. That was her last straw. You know what I'm saying? That was her last straw. I with that being said, right, when she told me that story, I equated it to, it's pretty much per situation, because before that it was a build up. Like my mother, my father was going through a lot of shit prior to that anyway, before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the financial situation is the situation that is the deal breaker. You know what I mean? So she wasn't able to pay her bills. So I'm pretty sure that on a particular bill, some way along in the past, she was unable to pay it as well because of his miscalculations or wrong steps and things of that nature. So this time she was unable to pay everything because he gambled away. He gambled away the entire check. You know what I'm saying? He think he gonna make some money off of it. So I just think it's per situation in terms of the deal breaker. Prior to that, if certain, like say I wasn't married, or they say I was just a single man dealing with people, I don't think I have a deal breaker outside of the physical being, because aspect of things, because that right there, the physical aspect of things will deter me away from even going to that dating aspect. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going to sit down with you and have a meal if I don't find you attractive. I'm not going to sit down with you and have a meal if I feel as if there's no connection. We have to have some sort of energy to create it to go further. That's all.
When to walk? I say when your joy is gone. I as y'all all know, I am married, but I have the greatest joy when I'm at home with my husband, and I sleep better. I eat good. That's just like my peace. And if I ever got to a point where I'm like, you know what, no, I don't want to go home. I don't want to be around him. It's time to reconsider some things. But that's not gonna happen, so I'm not gonna speak on that.
See, I don't know when, because I was raised by my mom. You feel me? So I stayed at the crib with the old girl. So it's like I see her endure, get through it, deal with it. You feel me? You know what a lot of shit that I probably wouldn't do. Now that I'm older, I look back and I'm like, man, I want to deal with that shit how you dealt with it. But that's how she dealt with it. See me, I'm just so fond of seeing her. I think my mama the strongest woman on earth. Mm-hmm. All the things she done been through. Now that we got older, we have conversations and certain situations I didn't understand then that I understand now. You understand? It's like, damn, that what was going on. But as a child, she can't holler at me about that because I won't understand it. Right. So now I look at it, I said, damn, you done endured a lot, and then still to this day, you still enduring. You still going through it. So to be real, me, I don't know when to just slide, when to call it quits. I don't. You feel me?
I feel like it's been
it's certain things that's just a deal breaker. Like I said, it's a no-no.
So I think that's
you know what I'm saying. But it's certain things that I feel like you can push through. Cause all I see is that you get through it, you deal with it, and then you know what I mean. So that's what I see. You know what I mean. But all in all, that's I mean I don't know when.
Mafioso leaving.
My.
No,
yeah.
I do too.
Man,
actually,
No, we're gonna finish. Hold on, Mafia. We're gonna finish this. This is it.
Hold on.
My last.
We about to wrap it up. Let's flick it up right quick.
My last relationship. I'll never ever say anything bad about my last relationship because my last relationship to me prepared me for this relationship.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Right? I won't say anything bad about her because there's nothing bad to say about her. She was 100% good people. It's just where I was at the time.
You wasn't ready.
Nah, I wasn't ready. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
You know what I mean? So
Good
she
guy.
taught me things. I didn't realize she was teaching me things at the time. But she taught me some shit. You know what I mean? And so I can't say, I don't even remember what the damn question was, but.
When is it time to leave? Now.
The time to roll is. The time to roll is when you ain't feeling it no more. You know what I mean? Don't. Morgan Freeman said it in Lean on Me. Don't dick around with it. Do it expeditiously.
Right.
And that's the time to leave.
Sure.
That moment you feel it, that very moment, don't dick around with it. Do it expeditiously. You know what I mean? No, you don't get to sign the wall until you take a shot.
We good, man?
All right.
Last words.
About that action.
All right, man.
About that action,
About that
that
action.
shit.
Talk less, do more work.
We loved you. What you want?
Talk less, more work. Be
Thank you,
about that
ladies.
action.
Thank you.
We out.
I don't know what that is.
Trap
We
King.
out.
There's vodka. There's
Let's
vodka. There's
go.
tequila.